Welcome back, everyone. Let's face it, putting away those decorations, paying the bills, leaving behind the holiday treats. It's never as much fun as the preparation and the anticipation is. And here to discuss those post-holiday blues is Dr. Janine Hubbard. And this week's Get Psyched, thanks for being here.
Oh, well, thanks for covering this topic that I think a lot of us are feeling right about now.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit of bloating too from all those sweets. But this is the in-between, right? We're still having a little bit of anticipation, but the holiday blues are starting to settle in as well. What exactly are the post-holiday blues?
Well, again, not an official diagnosis by any means, but certainly a really common experience because we've, for most of us, been so busy and so on the go and trying to get everything ready and get everything perfect. And remembering that positive stress, no matter how much you enjoy it, it's still stress, let alone the, putting on your best behavior and all the kids having to reel things in and again, dealing with disrupted sleep and as you said, the holiday treats and maybe not exercising or eating the way we do. That all takes a toll on us. And right now is kind of that time where we're starting to feel it and we're realizing, right, I either have gone back to work or I have to go back to work. Kids are already, kind of doing the, I have to go back to school. We have to face those bills. And everybody kind of feels a little defeated and deflated, I think.
We were talking about that in the commercial break, you and I, just about how present self says, future self will worry about taking down that Christmas tree. Future self will worry about untangling those lights, which I threw all into the box in a giant mess. But there's probably some tips to avoid the future self being angry at the past self.
And again, no promises here. But I think the biggest thing is, guys, everybody, give yourself some downtime. Make sure that as much as there's lots going on, and I know people are trying to make up for lost time and missed holiday experiences, make sure there's some quiet time, some reading, some movies, some just decompressed time where everybody doesn't necessarily have to socialize or worry about being constantly on the go. Like I say, knowing that this is kind of normal, taking a look, if you're really feeling overwhelmed by the idea of taking down all those decorations, it's okay to, there's no set date and it's okay to kind of pace yourself and keep the things that make you happy. But it is also it is time to gradually face reality. So if you can do it in some small increments, we're actually really lucky this year in terms of work and school that going back to a partial week, if you're ever able to structure that, can be an easier way to kind of go back to things. But then the other message is remembering that, listen, I know it feels bleak. It feels like, we're headed into winter. We all have memories of Snowmageddon. Oh no, what are we headed into? Remember that you can still continue to schedule some fun things, some of the things that you've enjoyed over the holidays throughout the winter. That it doesn't just have to end just because we've rung in the new year and we've had our New Year celebrations and we feel like, we're back into the swing of things.
Great strategy. It seems to be a theme oftentimes when we speak, and it sounds to be like being kind to yourself.
Absolutely. And if it's something that you don't find resolving in the next week or two, maybe it is time to reach out and reevaluate and be really honest with yourself. If, maybe those finances or some of your consumption has been a little concerning, maybe it is time to, really don't hide from them, because hiding and avoiding will just increase the stress. Face it head on. Look at it as that new year, and you know what? We'll still find some fun things to do over the winter.
Perhaps we can talk resolutions next week as well. Thanks
Absolutely.
so much for being here this evening, and happy holidays to you.
Thanks, Jody.